Hey there people, welcome back to Film Read. Many entrepreneurs come over to the show to get investment from the big sharks so that their business gets a great push, but that is not always what happens. Even after getting the required investment, there were many times that the business collapsed and the sharks' money was blown off. Let's talk about 6 such companies. Before we begin, make sure you subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon so that you don't miss out. Alright, let's go. Number 6, Paper Box Pilot. Brian and Noah were a duo who appeared in Shark Tank in season 6, and they came into the show to attract an investment of 35 grand. Their idea of a paper box pilot was that they made stickers that would turn to plain, ordinary boxes into a unique and interesting one. The box can be turned into an airplane, a racing car, or even into a fire truck, which indeed was super cool. As a fan of the show, you must know that Kevin is the guy who has always been interested in the toy industry, and so he immediately struck a deal with the duo and invested the demanded money in exchange for a 50% equity stake. Sadly, the company didn't do any business once it came into the market, and the product wasn't seen anywhere. Even the business's social media hasn't been updated since 2018. Number 5, Lalaware. Lalaware is a company made by Chelsea Lee and Tucker back in 2015. The company focused on edible biospace plastic to reduce plastic waste and create a sustainable future. The company's idea was to make the first edible plastic cup that could act as a cup and then can be eaten up as a dessert after use. According to them, the cups could be made according to whatever complements the customer's meal. Cuban and Barbara were pretty pleased to listen to this new idea and so partnered up to invest a huge amount of $600,000 for 25% of the company, but it didn't quite work out for them as the company couldn't find out the formula which could be shipped. Number 4, Gift Card Rescued. In season 1, the company reached out to the sharks to get an investment of $150,000 in exchange for 40% stake of the company. The company was all about buying and selling gift cards, and on this webpage, people could find 10 different types of gift cards. This idea was loved by Robert and Kevin, and so they partnered up to invest 200 grand in exchange for 50% stake in the equity in the company, which was immediately accepted by the pitcher. After the investment, when the website was featured over big publications, it gained popularity and started making huge business. But later, after a year, it was reported that the website was shut down and the business had crashed, which was indeed a disappointment. Number 3, Show No. Shelly appeared on the show with her new idea of poncho towels, which was one of the craziest ideas to appear on the show. After selling these products to different companies, she brought them to Shark Tank to get an investment of 50 grand. But she managed to get a deal with Lori, which later turned out to be a disaster. After striking the deal, the company faced a lot of problems which made the two partners drift apart. Later, after a year, when Shelly wrote a blog, she mentioned that she doesn't hate her partner for ditching her, as that made her learn a lot of things that have helped her over the years. Number 3, Kate App. This app was made to keep secret messages hidden from one's partner. This app was brought into the show by a police officer whose colleague had gotten a divorce, as his wife had seen his messages with his mistress. This had given him the idea of this app, which was found strange by the sharks, but Kevin and Damon seemed interested anyway and so decided to invest 70 grand for a 35% stake in the company. Right after the app was introduced in the mobile world, it immediately had 10,000 downloads, but later the app just disappeared and even its Twitter account stopped giving updates back in 2013. Number 1, Sweet Balls. Sweet Balls is a cake company which was run by James and Cole. They came on the show looking for an investment of $250,000 in exchange for 25% of the company. Mark Cuban loved the idea and so decided to invest. But after a few months, the business turned out to be very messy as the business partners fell into an argument which was dragged into court, which led to more problems. This was indeed the messiest deal to be ever made on the show. These were some of the companies for which things didn't work out, and they even disappeared over time. This brings us to the end of our video, and we hope you guys enjoyed it. If you haven't liked the video yet, it's not too late. Give it a thumbs up. We'll see you soon in another video.